When the villa was built, there was this day when we said, we hadn't yet moved in, and we said we'll
Right.
spend one evening out here, right?
Right.
There was nothing out here, just the beds were there and the mattress was there.
Right.
And you, me, and the kids, we just came down. And what struck me most at that point in time was the amount of light that this house had. You remember that?
Right. Absolutely. The
And it
sun
just flowed,
streaming
yeah.
in the morning
Yeah, yeah.
and just lighting up the entire room. And then we walked out,
Yeah.
and then it was streaming in the other rooms too. That was absolutely fabulous.
And to this day, that element is something which surprised me at that particular point in time. It still continues to amaze me. The room we are in right now, the drawing room, our bedroom, all of my rooms face east. And the early morning sun that just flows in is something that I love. My yoga is pretty much done, with this
Right.
beautiful morning sun.
The thing that I like is sitting in one of the rooms, having a cup of tea in the morning, looking out into the garden. And it's extremely calm and peaceful. It's just my cup of tea and the garden and the environment around me. That's absolutely fabulous every morning.
When you move into a property that is already built, most properties have this way of maintaining, right? Something goes wrong, something breaks, somebody comes and somebody fixes it, right? That is what I call, a fixing kind of a living. But this property is a little different. I don't know if you've noticed. From a design perspective, it is a living property. That means design is being constantly applied here. I'll give you an example. Some of the pathways around here are constantly changing, right? People need to walk. At times,
Right.
they want to make it a little more convenient. So somebody is thinking through the design and somebody is laying new pathways. So that is something new happening. It is not being maintained. It is not that something is being maintained. It is something new that is happening. So this is something that I really like about this place. It's not static. Things change and things evolve.
Right.
So
Right.
that's really what I
agree
love.
with that. My experience is slightly different. Middle of the night, we had a little bit of a maintenance issue. We called up the office, and lo and behold, within 10 minutes, we had the plumber land up and fix the problem.
Oh yeah.
That, for me, was a wow moment because I've never experienced something like that earlier. So to me, that just reinforced our belief and our faith in total environment.
Absolutely. So after moving into this villa, some interesting changes happened to our lifestyle. At least it happened to mine. And at first I was not aware of it. At a later point in time, I became aware of it. Now, we both are very busy professionals, right? We need to be at our place of work. But slowly I found that I started working more and more from home. And I really enjoyed it. And there's this one particular spot, there's this nice sofa. I just like to sit down there. I've got my computer, I've got my phone, and I've got my cup of tea. And I found that the amount of time I spend working from home has significantly increased because I don't want to leave this place. It is just fabulous. So that's one change that happened as far as I'm concerned. So.
Right. Mine is a slightly different story. I've been suffering from allergies since my college days. And after many years, I would say about 30 years, I moved in, and my episodes of allergies have really reduced. I've had just one single episode of allergy in the past 1 year. For me, that's a godsend gift.
So when we talk about design, especially for a place where you're going to spend a lot of your time, in my view, the world is just divided into two parts. There is a total environment design and there is a non-total environment design, right?
Right.
Obviously, I'm going to ignore the non-total environment design. I love this place. My parents stay in a total environment place. We've got a whole bunch of friends who have bought into total environment properties, and I have personally recommended total environment to a whole lot of other people, many of whom have bought out here, and I will continue to do so. Why would I do that? Well, the feeling that I get here, I want to share it with other people. I want
Right.
other people to experience that feeling, that emotion of actually living in a place like this. So that is my point of view, and I just wish that more and more people come in here and make this into a much more richer environment, and I'm going to continue to promote this.
I don't know if you remember, there are quite a few people who come to us asking us to recommend them to Kamal.
Oh, yeah.
Also asking if they could meet with somebody at Total Environment to get some more information, some more in-depth information. Some people also asking for discounts, if you could recommend that. Yeah, so Total Environment is a place where we want a lot of our friends and relatives.
Yeah.
My extended family, a lot of them have always aspired to buy into a property, and I hope sometime they would move in, and very soon.